Hi there, let's take a look at the analytics within the tools. If you click on tools and look at usage analytics, it's going to take you to the school usage analytics for your building. Alright, so in this case, what you're looking at is a very general snapshot of the kinds of data that show what people are doing within within Schoology, within your building over time. Now, for the first thing you can do here is you can go into role types and you can isolate specific roles if you want, and you can apply that so you'll be able to see at a more specific level who is using Schoology within your building. And you can also follow these different lines to see that information change over time. If you go to where it says last 7 days, by default, you can change this to last 30 days or last 12 months. So you can actually see this information over a longer period of time as needed. I also want to make a quick distinction about the difference between active users and sessions. Active users refer to the amount of people that log in on a daily basis over this designated period of time. And so you can see that in the case of this school building, you are able to see there have been 10 active users over the last 7 days. And this breakdown here shows that one is a school level administrator, which is the account that I'm using, 8 students have accessed, and 1 teacher over the last 7 days. Now, if I go in here and I look at last 30 days, I would be able to see a lot more information here about total active users, as well as more students and teachers utilizing it, because in June, we had our content revision going on at one of our local middle schools, as well as other things. Now, if I go in here and I look at last 12 months, you would be able to see even more data. For some reason, it's not letting me access last 12 months, so I'm not exactly sure what's up with that. I also wanted to make a distinction real quick between active users and sessions. So active users, as I already said, is just that, the average daily users over a period of time. Sessions refers to any time one of these users, one of the active users, are going to log in within the system. And so you can see that of the 65 active users, they have had 246 sessions over the last 30 days. Now again, a session is going to count as any time someone logs in and works within Schoology. It also is going to count any time that someone returns to Schoology after their account sat idle for 30 minutes. So that's going to count as a separate session. Alright, you can see here there's been, even though the system admin for this school has logged in, I guess, it counts as one particular user, you can see there's been 14 separate sessions with this account. Now, when you scroll down to the bottom here, and this right here is going to reflect our curriculum teams that worked on creating content within the system over the over the month of June. But if you look here, you can see course materials created. And it shows you exactly what kinds of materials within Schoology were created. And notice that most of those are going to be assignments, quizzes, and then you got a bunch of files, pages, and links. So very few using the assessment feature relative to some of these others where you have thousands of different materials created. And this is going to be done by teachers. Students can't create materials in this way, and so this is something you're going to see that is going to be representative of the kinds of work that teachers are doing in the system. Where it says course materials breakdown, this is what you're seeing in terms of people submitting specific assignments. All right, so you can see how they, these count as submissions, and these are here count as the views. So anytime that someone, like a student, for example, is going to view a test or quiz within the system or an assignment, this is what you're going to see here. Overwhelmingly at this school, most of the people who are using this are using the test feature here. And then also you can see that assignments have been created more, but it looks like the test and quiz is being looked at more in the system. So what you could use this chart to do is figure out what all is being utilized by your teachers in terms of what's being created and in terms of what students are doing. And this can help you to make informed decisions about what kinds of training needs teachers and students might need within your building. Now, the last thing I want to show you here is over here, we've been looking within the schools. But if you look within system logs, what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to see, as your building level administrator, exactly which users log in and when they log in. So the information is pretty precise. You can see here that I am logged in currently as John Public. And you can see that it tells me exactly when I logged in. Alright, and it tells me that to the exact minute on the exact date. So it's going to show me July the 3rd, and then this here is where I just logged in to begin creating this particular module. And so you can also see over here on the left, it's going to show users chronologically based on their timestamp. I can also do a specific search, and I'm able to pull up the John Public account and look specifically at individual logins from this user over time. Now, you also can see when people have logged out. So you can see login successes, and notice it has not shown log out successes. That's probably due to the fact that usually I just X out of the computer from those particular sessions. But this here is good information for a snapshot. Now, if you're going to use this feature in order to figure out exactly when students might be logging in, or to try to dispute what someone might say about when they logged in, I would actually recommend that you use the classroom level analytics if you want to dig up more specific information about what students are doing within the system. And I will show you that in another video. Thank you very much.